Number 6. CL Phantom Hive, Black Butler. My boy CL, where do I even start? Kid loses his entire family in a fire, gets kidnapped and tortured by some of the most messed up people you could ever think of. I'm talking full-on human sacrifice cult type of messed up. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, he sells his soul to a demon, literally. And not for a luxury mansion or fame, no, just to get revenge. You've got to respect the dedication, but wow, that's like trading your future for a one-time meal. And the kicker? He's still just a kid, but carries himself like a cold-hearted adult because life has beaten the innocence out of him. Every time I rewatch Black Butler, I keep thinking, this is not a 13-year-old. This is a 40-year-old mafia boss trapped in a child's body. Number 5. Ken Kaneki, Tokyo Ghoul. Kaneki's life was fine, shy college student into books, a little socially awkward, but nothing crazy. Then, a cute date turns into a nightmare because the girl's actually a ghoul who wants to eat him. Yeah, talk about bad luck with Tinder dates. But it doesn't stop there. He ends up in a horrific surgery that turns him into a half ghoul, and now he's stuck between two worlds, the human world that fears him and the ghoul world that sees him as weak. The man gets tortured so badly at one point that he develops a whole new personality just to cope. That scene where he's strapped to a chair, getting his nails ripped out again and again, my appetite disappeared for 3 days after watching it. And people still say Tokyo Ghoul is just an edgy anime. Sure, and water is just wet. Number 4. Guts, Berserk. If anime had a most traumatized protagonist award, Guts would win it, and then use it as a weapon in battle. This man's life is just wow. Born from a corpse, raised by mercenaries who saw him as nothing more than a tool, he grows up in constant war. Then he finally finds a group where he belongs, the Band of the Hawk, only for his best friend Griffith to betray him in the most unthinkable way. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. The Eclipse event in Berserk is straight-up nightmare fuel. Betrayal, blood, demons, and a fate that leaves Guts hunted by supernatural horrors forever. Oh, and his lover is traumatized beyond repair. Every time I watch Berserk, I need a cup of tea, a blanket, and 3 hours of wholesome slice-of-life anime to recover. Number 3. Subaru Natsuki, ReZero. Subaru's fate sounds cool at first. Every time he dies, he comes back to life at an earlier point, like a video game checkpoint. Oh wow, free retries, right? Wrong. The thing people forget is, he remembers everything. Every single agonizing death, every scream, every betrayal, every loss. Imagine walking into a room, trying to save your friends, failing, and then having to relive the entire day again, knowing exactly how they died last time. And you can't even tell anyone about your ability because if you try, your heart literally stops. Subaru doesn't just die, he suffers. And the mental toll it takes, man's basically speedrunning PTSD. Number 2. Hyakimaru, Dororo. Now here's a tragedy straight out of folklore. Hyakimaru is born without eyes, ears, arms, legs, skin, basically without almost every body part. Why? Because his father made a deal with demons, sacrificing his own newborn son in exchange for political power. Yeah, Father of the Year material right there. Hyakimaru survives thanks to a kind doctor who builds him prosthetic limbs and weapons. But he has to fight demons to get each of his stolen body parts back, one at a time. The wild part is, he grows up without knowing the beauty or cruelty of the world because he literally can't see or hear it. And when he finally starts to regain those senses, he experiences pain, betrayal, and loss all at once. His life is like unlocking achievements, but every reward is just another reminder of what was stolen from him. Number 1. Homura Kemi, Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Homura's story is the definition of pain on repeat. She meets Madoka, becomes her friend, and then watches her die. Over and over and over. So she makes a deal to go back in time to try and save her. Sounds noble, right? Well, the problem is, no matter what Homura does, Madoka's fate doesn't change. She's stuck in a loop, reliving the same tragic events countless times, and the more she tries to fix it, the more twisted reality becomes. It's not just physically exhausting, it's soul-crushing. Homura isn't just fighting monsters, she's fighting against fate itself and losing every single time. By the end, she's a completely different person, and not in the character growth kind of way. In the I've seen horrors you wouldn't believe kind of way. And that's our list, folks. 6 characters who would probably laugh at the idea that death is the worst thing that could happen to them. What about you? Which of these broke your heart the most? Drop it in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow anime fans. Stay strong.